Welcome to your free school learning channel, Next Generation. Here, we don't just talk about cars. We unlock the future of driving, and today we're stepping into something extraordinary. Meet the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon concept, a car that doesn't just move on roads, it moves your imagination. Picture this, a sleek glass body that feels like a crystal spaceship, diamond-cut wheels that glow like jewelry, and an AI system so advanced it feels alive. This isn't just another Honda. It's a vision of tomorrow designed to make the world stop and stare. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll realize why people are calling this the most breathtaking Honda ever built. So buckle up, because the journey into the future starts right here, right now. Welcome to your free school learning channel, Next Generation. Here, we don't just review cars, we take you into the future of driving. Today, we're stepping into something that doesn't just challenge the limits of automotive design, it completely redefines them. This is the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon concept, and it's more than just a vehicle. It's an experience, a statement, and a vision of what tomorrow will look like. From the moment it appears, you know this is no ordinary car. It feels like something that has slipped through a time portal straight from the future. Here to remind us that the next decade of innovation will be beyond imagination. Imagine yourself at a massive international auto show. The crowd is buzzing, cameras are ready, and suddenly the lights fade. A spotlight cuts through the smoke as a shape rolls forward. Slowly, gracefully, the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon emerges. People lean forward, whispering, some even gasping, because what they're seeing looks less like a car and more like a spaceship sculpted for the road. Its presence is magnetic, the kind of presence where everyone in the room forgets about every other car on display. That's the magic of Honda's design language here. This car doesn't just exist, it dominates. The philosophy behind the Vision Saloon is bold minimalism. Honda has stripped away distractions and embraced purity. Clean lines flow like liquid metal. Smooth surfaces stretch across the body, and every curve feels intentional. Instead of throwing in flashy cuts and busy details, Honda lets silence speak louder. The design is so fluid, so futuristic, that even when parked, it looks alive. You feel like it's about to take off at any moment, like it doesn't just belong to roads but to runways designed for spaceships. This isn't designed for today. It's design meant to survive decades, still futuristic even in 2080. Now let's talk about the body. The most striking element you'll notice is the sheer dominance of glass. The roof, the sides, the panoramic sweep. It all blends together as though the car was carved out of a single crystal block. This glass-forward approach gives the Vision Saloon a transparency that feels bold, yet elegant. During the day, sunlight dances across its surfaces, creating shimmering reflections that make the car glow like a diamond. At night, subtle ambient lighting flows beneath the body and along the edges of the glass, turning the car into a glowing sculpture that could be mistaken for a piece of high-end art. And then, your eyes fall on the wheels. Honda didn't settle for typical alloys here. These wheels are a statement on their own, diamond-cut, multi-layered, and integrated with glowing LED patterns. It feels less like wheels turning and more like energy radiating. As they spin, they create an optical illusion of motion, as though the car is gliding on beams of light. Imagine rolling through a futuristic cityscape at midnight, your car's wheels sparkling with luminous energy. People wouldn't just notice. They'd chase you down to capture the moment on their phones. These aren't just wheels, they're jewelry for the road. The front fascia of the car continues this futuristic artistry. Instead of bulky headlights, the Vision Saloon features razor-thin LED strips, so sharp they feel like a pair of eyes cutting through the darkness. These headlights don't just illuminate the road, they create a personality, a sense that the car itself is alive and watching. The rear follows the same philosophy, with a continuous light bar stretching edge to edge. In a single glance, the back of the car screams presence, drama, and futurism. At night, the entire silhouette glows in harmony, making it impossible to mistake this Honda for anything else. Look closer at the silhouette itself, and you'll see why this car feels so different. It sits low to the ground, stretched wide across the road, long in form like a panther ready to pounce. Every curve is aerodynamic perfection, sculpted to slice through air resistance with minimal effort. This isn't just about speed, it's about efficiency, sustainability, and making driving feel as smooth as gliding. Honda has spent decades perfecting aerodynamic engineering, and here they've taken it to an artistic level. The Vision Saloon doesn't look like it drives. It looks like it floats. Presence is something you can't fake, and this car has it in abundance. Park it in a showroom and it doesn't blend in. It steals the show. It doesn't matter if there are Ferraris, Lamborghinis, or futuristic EVs around it. People's eyes will still be locked on the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon. That's the genius here. Honda hasn't just designed a car. They've created a magnet for attention. When you stand in front of it, you don't just look at it, you feel it. The aura of the car pulls you in, demanding that you experience it up close. But here's the kicker. This isn't just a wild concept drawing brought to life for showrooms. This design represents Honda's roadmap for the next decade. Every line, every light, every element is intentional. The glowing wheels? A preview of what future smart wheels could integrate. Lighting, sensors, and adaptive technology. The crystal glass body, a sign of the future where transparency, lightweight materials, and panoramic visibility will redefine safety and design. The continuous light bars, a shift towards communication through illumination, where cars speak visually to pedestrians and drivers around them. Every piece of this car is a signal, a message that Honda is not waiting for the future. They're creating it now. And yet, beyond all the design language, there's an emotion attached to this car. It doesn't just impress you intellectually, it captures you emotionally. You look at it and think, this is what tomorrow should feel like. It's bold, it's daring, and it's a reminder that Honda isn't just an automaker. They're dreamers. Artists and engineers all working in harmony. The Vision Saloon isn't here to compete. It's here to inspire. If the exterior already feels like this, impossibly futuristic, emotionally captivating, then just imagine what the inside of this car must look like. Imagine stepping into a cabin where luxury meets artificial intelligence, where the car doesn't just transport you but interacts with you. That, my friends, is what we'll explore in Part 2, as we step inside the interior of the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon and discover what driving in the year 2030 truly feels like. Step inside the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon concept, and you instantly realize you're not entering a car. You're stepping into the future of living, a space that feels more like a luxury lounge floating through time than a traditional automobile cabin. Honda has taken the boundaries of interior design, torn them apart, and rebuilt them into something entirely new. Everything inside radiates with a sense of calm, intelligence, and elegance, like a futuristic home where technology doesn't overwhelm you. It welcomes you. The first thing that strikes you is the openness. Thanks to the glass-dominant body, light floods into the cabin from every angle, creating an airy atmosphere that feels limitless. Daytime drives feel like floating inside a crystal dome, while nighttime journeys become dreamlike as ambient LEDs trace soft glows along the panels, seats, and roofline. It's not just lighting, it's mood, carefully designed to match your state of mind. Want to feel energized? The cabin glows with vibrant hues. Need to relax? Soft blues and warm golds wrap around you like a cocoon. The seating itself is unlike anything you've experienced before. These aren't just car seats, they're sculpted thrones. Wrapped in sustainable, eco-friendly leather alternatives, the seats are ergonomically crafted to adapt to your posture. They heat, cool, massage, and even adjust micro-movements to prevent fatigue on long drives. But here's where it gets even more futuristic. Each seat is integrated with biometric sensors. These sensors read your heart rate, stress levels, and even detect when you're feeling drowsy. Imagine a car that knows your mood and adapts in real time, not just to drive, but to keep you comfortable and safe. And then there's the dashboard, or should we say, the lack of one. Traditional dashboards are gone. In their place is a sweeping panoramic digital display that extends from pillar to pillar. It feels like stepping into a command center from a sci-fi movie. Information doesn't overwhelm you. It surrounds you elegantly. Navigation maps stretch across the horizon in crystal clarity, while AI-driven assistants deliver only the information you actually need. No clutter, no confusion, just pure intelligence at your fingertips. But Honda didn't stop there. The steering system is reimagined entirely. Instead of a bulky wheel, you get a sleek, foldable yoke-style control. And when the car is in full autonomous mode, the steering retracts completely, giving you a wide-open space in front. This allows the cabin to transform into whatever you want it to be. In commute mode, it's a luxury office with displays ready for video calls and productivity. In relaxation mode, the seats recline, and the entire roof turns into a panoramic entertainment screen. Yes, you read that right. The roof itself becomes a display, capable of showing movies, immersive landscapes, or even a starry night sky on demand. The AI assistant deserves its own spotlight. Imagine a voice that isn't robotic, but warm, conversational, and almost human. This isn't just Siri or Alexa slapped into a car. This is an adaptive intelligence that learns your habits, your preferences, and even your moods. Say, "I'm feeling stressed," and the car will adjust seat massage settings, dim the lights to calming tones, and suggest a playlist that relaxes you. Say, "Let's get there fast," and the car optimizes driving routes, engages sport mode, and sharpens responsiveness. It doesn't feel like a tool. It feels like a companion. Safety is also redefined here. The car's AI is constantly monitoring your environment through an army of sensors, cameras, and radar systems. But it goes further than that. Using predictive AI, the Vision Saloon can anticipate danger before it even happens. If a pedestrian is about to cross suddenly, the car knows and slows down before your brain even registers the movement. If traffic conditions change 2 miles ahead, the AI reroutes instantly, long before you even see brake lights. It's proactive safety on a level we've never seen before. And let's not forget connectivity. The Honda 2030 Vision Saloon isn't just connected to your phone, it's connected to your life. Step inside, and it recognizes you instantly through facial recognition or a digital key on your smartwatch. It adjusts the seat to your preference, loads your personalized settings, and even resumes the podcast or playlist you were listening to at home. It syncs seamlessly with your smart home, so while you're driving, you can check your fridge, adjust the lights in your living room, or set the thermostat, all from the car's interface. Everywhere you look, you see a blend of luxury and responsibility. Materials are premium, but they're also sustainable. Honda knows the future isn't just about technology. It's about harmony with the environment. Recycled composites, plant-based leathers, responsibly sourced wood panels, all combine to create a space that feels expensive without costing the planet. It's a powerful statement. Luxury doesn't have to sacrifice responsibility. Even sound inside the cabin is engineered with futuristic detail. The car features a 360-degree immersive audio system, with hidden speakers embedded into the seats and panels. Music doesn't just play, it surrounds you, flows through you. Watch a movie on the panoramic roof screen, and the audio syncs to feel like you're inside a theater. Take a call, and the sound isolates directly to your seat so others aren't disturbed. This isn't just in-car audio, it's a personalized soundstage designed for every passenger. And then there's something truly unique, the integration of augmented reality. Look through the windshield, and it doesn't just show you the road. Real-time AR overlays display navigation arrows directly on the street ahead, highlight pedestrians, and even identify points of interest as you pass them. It feels like driving inside a video game, except it's real life. And because it's powered by AI, the overlays adapt to your driving style, showing more or less information depending on how focused you are. All of this builds to one truth. The interior of the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon is not just a space to sit, it's a space to live. It's an office, a theater, a lounge, and a wellness hub, all rolled into one. It's proof that the car of the future isn't just about transportation, it's about transformation. The Vision Saloon transforms every drive into an experience tailored to you. And yet, despite all the technology, it doesn't feel overwhelming. That's the brilliance here. It's futuristic, yes, but it's human. It's advanced, yes, but it's approachable. Honda has designed this interior to feel intuitive, warm, and personal. It's not a cold machine. It's a living space that adapts to you. So now, having experienced the exterior and the interior, the natural question becomes, how does this car actually perform on the road? What kind of power lies beneath that futuristic body? And how does Honda plan to deliver performance in a world moving towards sustainability and electric innovation? That's exactly what we'll uncover in Part 3, where we dive deep into the powertrain, performance, and the revolutionary electric systems that make the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon more than just a beautiful concept. It makes it a powerhouse of the future. When you first look at the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon, you might think the story ends with design and interior luxury. But no, the real shock comes when you learn how this machine performs. Honda hasn't just built a car that looks futuristic. They've engineered one that drives like the future itself. This is not a slow eco-only experiment. This is raw electric performance fused with intelligence, giving you speed, range, and agility unlike anything the automotive world has seen before. At the heart of the Vision Saloon lies Honda's next-generation solid-state battery system. For years, the biggest limitation in electric vehicles has been range anxiety and charging times. Honda has taken that limitation and obliterated it. This solid-state technology is compact, lightweight, and incredibly energy-dense. What does that mean for you? A single charge delivers a staggering 600-plus miles of real-world driving range. Not in a lab test, not in perfect conditions. Real driving, highways, city streets, and everything in between. Imagine driving from Los Angeles to San Francisco and back without even thinking about charging. That's the level of freedom Honda wants to give you. Charging is equally groundbreaking. Forget waiting hours at a charging station. With Honda's ultra-fast induction system, the Vision Saloon can charge from 10% to 80% in just under 15 minutes at next-generation superchargers. That's less time than it takes to grab a coffee and check your email. And with wireless charging pads being integrated into smart cities, you'll be able to park and charge automatically without even plugging in. The car and the city will talk to each other, ensuring your Honda is always ready for the road. Performance-wise, this isn't just about efficiency. The Vision Saloon comes equipped with dual-motor all-wheel drive, delivering instant torque to all four wheels. Press the accelerator, and you don't just move, you launch. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, smoother than any gasoline engine could ever dream of. But speed isn't the only story here. The AI-driven torque vectoring system reads the road, weather, and your driving style in milliseconds, adjusting power delivery to maximize grip and handling. Whether you're gliding down a highway or carving through sharp mountain curves, the Vision Saloon feels like it's reading your mind, predicting your next move. And yet, despite all this power, the ride is unbelievably smooth. Honda has integrated active suspension systems powered by real-time sensors. Every bump, every dip, every imperfection in the road is counted instantly, making the cabin feel like it's floating on air. Imagine gliding over rough city streets and feeling nothing but silence inside. The car adapts to every condition so you don't have to. The silence of the drive is part of the magic. Electric motors are naturally quiet, but Honda didn't stop there. They engineered acoustic shielding, layered materials, and AI-controlled active noise cancellation. The result? A level of silence so pure you can hear your own heartbeat, or the immersive sound of your favorite playlist in crystal clarity. And for those who still crave the emotional roar of performance, Honda has integrated a customizable sound experience where you can choose the sonic personality of your car. Want it silent? Done. Want a futuristic jet-like hum that rises with speed? Done. Want to feel like you're piloting a classic V10 supercar? The system can simulate that too, with an audio profile so real it tricks your senses. But performance isn't just about raw numbers. It's about sustainability. Honda has designed the Vision Saloon's entire powertrain with responsibility in mind. The solid-state batteries are built with reduced rare earth dependency, recyclable components, and manufacturing methods that drastically cut down emissions. Even the motors themselves are built with eco-friendly alloys that reduce environmental impact without compromising output. This isn't just fast, it's guilt-free speed. The thrill of driving without the weight of harming the planet. The Vision Saloon also introduces something revolutionary: energy sharing. Think of your car not just as a machine that consumes power, but as one that can give it back. With bidirectional charging, the Vision Saloon can power your home, recharge other EVs, or even supply the grid during peak demand. In emergencies, your car becomes a generator, a lifeline, a piece of infrastructure on wheels. This isn't a feature, it's a future necessity, and Honda is making it real. Driving dynamics are redefined with AI-enhanced driver profiles. The car doesn't just adjust modes, it learns. Over time, the Vision Saloon understands how you drive, your braking patterns, acceleration style, cornering tendencies, and fine-tunes itself to match. For aggressive drivers, it sharpens throttle response and stiffens suspension. For relaxed commuters, it softens everything into a cloud-like ride. And if multiple people share the car, it remembers each driver's style and adapts instantly the moment they step inside. Then there's the autonomous driving system, which is more advanced than anything we've seen before. We're not just talking lane assist or adaptive cruise control. The Vision Saloon offers level 5 autonomy, full self-driving in every scenario. Highways, cities, traffic jams, unpredictable weather, the car handles it all. But what makes it unique is the way autonomy feels less like giving up control and more like choosing a new mode of freedom. You can sit back, work, relax, or even sleep while your car handles the complexities of the road. And if you ever want to take control, the transition is seamless. The system steps aside, instantly handing back full command. No delays, no awkward handoffs, just you and the machine in perfect sync. Sustainability extends beyond the drivetrain. Honda has integrated regenerative braking systems that don't just recharge the battery, but intelligently adapt to traffic flow. In city driving, the system learns your route, predicting stops and slowing naturally, almost eliminating the need to use the brake pedal. This not only improves efficiency but also extends the life of the vehicle's components, reducing waste and long-term maintenance. And let's talk aerodynamics. Remember those fluid, futuristic lines of the Vision Saloon's exterior? They're not just for looks. Active aero panels shift and adapt in real time, reducing drag at high speeds and increasing downforce when cornering. It's like having a moving sculpture that adjusts itself to keep you safe and fast. Combined with the lightweight structure of advanced carbon composites and aluminum, this car moves with the grace of something far lighter than its size suggests. Honda also understands the future isn't just about one driver, it's about mobility as a shared experience. The Vision Saloon is designed for car-to-car communication, exchanging data with nearby vehicles to avoid accidents, smooth traffic flow, and even sync speeds to create efficient convoys on highways. This is the foundation of smart mobility. Cars that don't just exist individually, but work together as part of a connected ecosystem. What does all this add up to? A car that doesn't compromise. You get performance that rivals supercars, efficiency that beats today's EVs, and sustainability that sets a new industry standard. It's not just faster, it's smarter. It's not just powerful, it's purposeful. The Honda 2030 Vision Saloon proves that the future of driving isn't about choosing between performance and responsibility. You can have both in one breathtaking package. So we've seen the design, we've felt the interior. We've experienced the raw performance and sustainable power. But there's one final piece to this story, the bigger vision. Because Honda isn't just building a car, they're building a future where technology, people, and planet work in harmony. In Part 4, we'll explore Honda's broader mission, how this concept ties into global sustainability, the role of AI in everyday life, and what it means for humanity's journey into the future. The Honda 2030 Vision Saloon is more than a car. It's a symbol, a declaration, and a promise of where humanity is heading. It tells us that the future of mobility is not about machines replacing us, but about machines empowering us. Honda has always carried a philosophy of the power of dreams, and in this car, that philosophy is alive like never before. Dreams here are not abstract. They're tangible, rolling on wheels, glowing with light, and whispering to us that a better tomorrow is possible. When we look at the Vision Saloon, we're not just looking at one futuristic vehicle. We're looking at the blueprint of a new era, an era where sustainability is not an option, but the foundation, where technology doesn't divide us but connects us, where transportation is not about moving from one place to another, but about experiencing freedom, joy, and balance with the world around us. Honda isn't just creating a luxury saloon for the wealthy. They are redefining what cars will mean for society as a whole. Sustainability sits at the core of this vision. Imagine a world where every car doesn't just consume energy, but contributes to a global energy network. Where every commute is emission-free, every material used in production is recyclable, and every design choice respects the planet. The Honda Vision Saloon is built as a living example of this. From its recyclable body panels to its solid-state batteries, from the plant-based materials inside to the zero-emission drivetrain, it stands as proof that high performance and ecological responsibility can coexist. It's not just an engineering achievement, it's an ethical commitment. But Honda's vision doesn't stop at the environment. It extends into society. The Vision Saloon is designed as part of a connected ecosystem. Cars that talk to each other, to the city, to the grid, and ultimately, to the people. Think of a city where traffic congestion becomes a thing of the past because vehicles communicate, synchronize, and flow together like a perfectly choreographed dance. Think of highways where convoys of cars travel in harmony, saving energy and time. Think of neighborhoods where vehicles automatically detect and protect pedestrians and cyclists, reducing accidents to near zero. The Vision Saloon is not just a car, it's a node in a living, breathing digital ecosystem that will transform cities into smarter, safer, and more humane spaces. Artificial intelligence is a big part of that transformation. In the Vision Saloon, AI isn't here to dominate, it's here to serve. This car doesn't try to replace the driver, it tries to understand the human inside it. It learns your habits, your moods, your patterns, and adapts to make your life easier. On a personal level, that means comfort and convenience. On a larger scale, that means cars learning from millions of drivers, sharing data securely, and constantly improving safety and efficiency for everyone. It's not just your car getting smarter, it's the entire network of mobility evolving together. And this brings us to the most powerful truth of all. The Honda 2030 Vision Saloon is not about the car. It's about us. Humanity has always dreamed of going faster, traveling further, and building smarter machines. But those dreams mean nothing if they don't serve people. Honda understands that. That's why the Vision Saloon is designed not only for drivers but for passengers, families, communities, and generations to come. It's about making sure our children inherit a world where mobility is clean, safe, and inspiring. The emotional impact of this car is undeniable. When you see it, you don't just think, that's cool, you think, that's hope. In a world often filled with uncertainty, climate challenges, and technological anxieties, Honda steps forward with a vision that is bold, optimistic, and deeply human. This car represents a future where machines don't replace dreams, they amplify them. Where technology doesn't erase humanity, it uplifts it. Think about it. A car that can light up the streets with beauty. A car that can power your home during a blackout. A car that can protect your family with intelligence that reacts faster than human reflexes. A car that can glide silently through cities while keeping the air clean. A car that doesn't just carry you forward, it carries society forward. That's the real promise of the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon, and the question is, are we ready? Because this car is more than Honda's future, it's ours. It's a glimpse of a world where human ingenuity and responsibility converge, where style, performance, and sustainability don't compete, but collaborate. Where the simple act of driving becomes part of a larger story about how we live, how we care for the planet, and how we connect with each other. The Vision Saloon tells us that the cars of tomorrow will not just be vehicles. They will be partners. Partners in energy, in safety, in sustainability, in lifestyle. They will be companions that adapt to us, protect us, and inspire us. And maybe, just maybe, they will remind us that technology, when guided by dreams, doesn't just create machines, it creates futures. So as the spotlight fades and the Honda 2030 Vision Saloon rolls back into the shadows of the auto show, the memory remains. This wasn't just a concept car. It was a message. A message that says the future is not something to fear, but something to embrace. That innovation is not the enemy of humanity, but its greatest ally. That when we dare to dream, and when we dare to act on those dreams, we can create something extraordinary. The Honda 2030 Vision Saloon is not just the future of driving, it's the future of us. And as we stand on the edge of a new decade, we're reminded of something simple yet powerful. The best way to predict the future is to build it. And Honda, with this car, is showing us exactly how. This is not just the end of a review. This is the beginning of a journey. A journey into a world where cars don't just move us, they move humanity forward. Welcome to the future and welcome to the vision.